straight hair. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm Kath, this is Curls by Kath. Today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in 2 years, as you might have guessed from the name of this video. I haven't straightened my hair in 2 years, over 2 years in fact. The last time that I straightened my hair was actually March 2020. I really didn't like it. It was really flat and my hair actually wasn't very healthy at that stage. It was still kind of recovering from some damage. So this is 2 years later. My hair is pretty much the healthiest and the longest that it has been since I was a kid. So the last time I had hair like this, I was like 10 years old. So this is pretty exciting for me. And also because I have curly hair and I usually wear it curly, I can't really see the length. You can see it, but it takes so much longer to see it. Whereas now I'm actually going to be able to see my real length, which I'm so excited about. Today I'm going to be testing out a product. This is a sponsored video. I'm working with TYMO today. They've sent me their straightening hairbrush to review. I've never tried a straightening brush before, but I've heard quite negative things about them usually, that they don't really work or they take forever. This one is supposed to be really fast and efficient and leave you with really straight, sleek hair. So I'm really excited to see what happens. Anytime that you heat style, you are going to cause damage. There's no two ways about it. But obviously there are many ways to minimize the damage. So the first thing is to use heat protection. There's loads of products that have heat protection in them. You're going to want to look for these ingredients. This is not an exhaustive list. There are loads, but these are the ones that I usually go for in a heat protector. And often you can have it like in a leave-in conditioner or in some kind of styling product. Today I'm trying out this one by Label M. I actually haven't tried it before. Put it in my hands. It has kind of a silicone feel, which I'm happy about because silicones do protect the hair from heat. And also they make it, you know, sleek and less frizzy. So when you have straight hair, that is what you're going for. It's kind of like an oil. Ooh. It feels extremely light in my hands and it smells really good. A bit sweet. So if you don't really like a sweet smell, then maybe give this one a skip. I want to say like cotton candy, but I'm just making sure that my hair has lots of heat protectant in it, so it's not going to get any damage, or at least as little as possible. So this is the TYMO ring. Let's take a look at what's inside. First off, we've got the brush, obviously, and it comes with this nice pouch, which I actually find really nice if you're someone who travels a lot. I'm a big fan of things that come with pouches. It does have an American plug, so you'll have to get an adapter if you're anywhere outside of the States. I'm in the UK, so I had to get an adapter. First impressions, looks really nice. It's a really interesting design that I haven't seen before. It kind of has these bristles, but in a way they're like big flat bristles. Theoretically, that's supposed to really help with the frizz. It heats up in 60 seconds. It turns off in 30 minutes, which I find really cool because I remember when I had a straightener and I used it all the time, every time I left the house, I was thinking, did I turn my straightener off? And it was like this really like point of stress and anxiety. It's cool, like 360-degree swivel is just nice. It's not something that's essential, but when you don't have it, I feel like it's a bit annoying. So I like that. And it's got dual voltage, of course, so that you can use it in the States and in loads of other countries. Box also comes with 2 clips, which is really nice, so you don't have to burn your hand. I mean, theoretically, you shouldn't burn your hand anyway, but yeah, for those clumsy people, me included. Comes with this cool little brush. I find these bristles are really soft, which is nice, and it's really small. Hold the power button. The light flashes when it's busy turning on, and after it sets, then it's ready. So I can feel it's heating up already. So my hair is up. There are only 2 clips, so I did have to use one of my alligator clips. But I do think it's nice that 2 come with, and you probably just need more if you have more hair. I decided to actually use it on 3, and let's see how that goes. I also wanted to see how long this is going to take, so I'm going to time it. Let's see. Starting timer now. Put it into the hair and just start brushing. Okay, and there we go. Straight hair. Oh my gosh. So just with one pass, it's very straight. Yeah, it looks good. One thing that I'm noticing and that I like is that because of the way that it's built, I'm not really sure why, but I can go right up to the root without burning myself. See, like I'm literally just putting it like on my hair and just brushing through and not burning. When I used to straighten my hair, the difficult part was always next to my ear and by the scalp, and it would always like burn. So that is helpful. Amazing. Okay, so I've literally just gone over these once. and it's looking really nice and straight. So I've only had to do like 1 or 2 passes, which is really nice. Again, I'm minimizing heat damage, so I don't have to go over and over and over. Frizz is gone. It's really smooth and shiny, and I'm really happy so far. Yay! So it's been about 10 minutes doing this section, and yeah, I'm really impressed. It's going really well. It's easy. I had to do like 2 passes for each chunk of hair, and that's enough. So that's really good. I don't really have thick hair, but now that I've been taking care of it for so long, I have more of it, if I can say it like that. Well, it's not like I have more hair, it's just that because I take care of it really carefully and I don't straighten very often, and etc, etc, the hair that I do have stays, and I'm able to not get trims very often. You're never going to have more hair, you know, you have the hair that you have, but you can help it to reach its full potential, which is what I believe I've done over the last 2 years. A really important thing before using heat or straightener or anything like that is, of course, heat protection, but also strengthening masks or any kind of hair strengthener. So you want the hair to be as strong as possible and moisturized so that it doesn't dry out and it doesn't break. What you're going to look for is like bond rebuilders. There's lots of really good ones. Today I used one before, and then I'll use one after heat straightening, so the next time that I wash my hair, I'm definitely going to use it as well. And another good option is like a deep conditioner. If you're trying to get your hair as healthy as possible, I would recommend as little heat as possible. I really love my curls, but it's really nice to change sometimes. You just get bored, you know? Nice to change it up. And I don't dye my hair either, so it's like the same color, the same style always. It is insane to have straight hair. So that's one side done. As you can see, obviously the difference is quite clear. Very cool to see it done, and oh my gosh, my hair is long. This is amazing. Okay, so gonna do the other side. Now take into account that all of this was done on the 4, so not the highest setting. I think with the highest setting it would be even faster. So I'm gonna try the highest setting on the other side. I'm not too keen on doing that, but I'm gonna try it just to see how much faster it is. On the high heat, I did 2 passes, and it seems similar, if not a little bit straighter. So yeah, I think the high heat is obviously for like thicker hair types. I don't think I need it. I think 4 is fine, so I'm gonna go down to 4. Going up to the scalp is really easy. One thing that I am noticing is that the ends can be a little bit tricky, because with like a straightener, you hold the ends with the straightener, whereas here you can't do that, right? So the ends, you have to hold them all the way down. So that's where the glove comes in, or just with your fingers, which is what I'm doing. I haven't burnt my fingers yet, so again, I'm thinking that this design is really designed to avoid you burning yourself. So it's great. But you see, I have to hold it all the way until the end. What I normally do, which is really easy with this, is to go up and out at the scalp, and that really helps with volume. I mean, you can do it as straightener as well, but it becomes a little bit more difficult, and there's a much higher likelihood of burning yourself, which I've done many times. And that's it. Oh my goodness, so weird to see myself with straight hair. Now, it's also not pin straight, because I would have to use really high heat to achieve that, so I'm not doing that. But obviously this is really nice for me. It looks almost more like a blowout, and it feels kind of like a blowout, so very volumey. You see, these results speak for themselves. The hair looks really, really good. And it took 35 minutes in total, which I find quite a good amount of time, considering I have quite a decent amount of hair and it's quite long. I only had to get to 4 to straighten my hair properly, so I didn't have to like bake it to death. there's no issue straightening your hair sometimes. If you're looking after your hair most of the time, doing strengthening treatments, bond rebuilders, especially if you bleach or dye your hair regularly, really need to be rebuilding those bonds that get broken every time you do that. Especially if you have curly hair tends to be extra dry. So obviously I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time, but it's really nice to change up your hair sometimes, and also just to have the ability to do something quick. It's just a nice option to have. So overall, really happy with it. I'm really happy with the results. It was quick to use, it was easy. I think if you're someone who straightens your hair a lot, it's probably going to come in really handy. I really like the fact that it doesn't burn you. It makes it very difficult to burn yourself. I found it really easy to use close to the scalp. The only things that I would say I'm not 100% a fan of are the ends can be a little bit tricky, which I kind of saw coming with a brush, and the actual wire is quite short. It's a small thing, but you might need like an extension cord. Two little things that are not perfect for me, but otherwise really top-notch product. If you're thinking about buying a brush, this is one that you should consider. If this was helpful or you enjoyed the review, do consider subscribing and liking and commenting. It really helps me and I really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.